That look really milky.
It might just be that it's only been cold started, hasn't ran. What do you reckon? Watery or
It doesn't feel...
fuely? Race fuel is weird like that.
Yeah, so like Paul was just saying, you can shim that.
Put a
Spade like it's
Does he reckon it's too low?
No, he's like, he goes the oil again today. He's like, oh, dash 12 lines everywhere now. And he's like, he goes, yeah, sweet. He goes, it's big lines, like that's oiling dash.
High flow, yeah.
It's
Okay.
huge.
Yep.
He said as long as you do see 90 plus at RPM.
Yep. Oh,
yeah.
I would hope it's a wood.
You like rev it before?
I revved it up just a little bit, went to like 100, so it's rising with
so
RPM.
it's coming straight up, yeah. I said, I've called, thank God for that, because I said when he blipped it, it's up, like come up with a penny. Like,
Oh yeah, it's rising with RPM was one thing I checked for sure. Good to go? It idles hot oil pressure like 45 psi, which I think is about right. At about 3,000 RPM, it's 100.
holy fuck, so she's coming up in a real hurry.
The oil pressure dropped to 45 psi.
At hot, yeah, which is, they come down, yeah. But at 3,000 RPM, it's 100 psi still.
I know what that is. You can't do that. 9, 11.
And oil looks better already. I can't see any white.
It's going clear again. I think it's going clear again.
Yeah, that's what, definitely, yeah.
That's why I sort of let it go a little hotter than I want, was 85. That's still cold, yeah. But this thing used to run 75-ish.
Yeah.
Better?
So it's still milky, but it's
clearer.
clearing, it's clearing
The
up.
milky thing is like a fucking
That's
race
just
fuel
ethanol,
thing.
yeah.
It's just race fuel.
Well, it's going to be the final. Don't worry about it, Stuart.
After setting the oil pressure with the new external oil pump and rectifying some minor teething issues, G-Up is ready for the rollers. Some steady state loading to run the billet engine in is completed, then wide open throttle ramp runs to touch up fuel mixtures with the new fuel system.
You hurrying me up, Nicholas?
No. I'm just excited.
Me? Wow. Can you be nervous with me? worse for overall power, but maybe a little bit more mid-range. So it's the same, all the components are exactly the same camshafts and everything, just the port is slightly different.
Like when you could take the line out of the equation and just put the sensor straight into the little one, couldn't you? That's only 8 MPT.
Yeah, that would get rid of the theory of a large to a small expansion, which I think is the key point.
Yeah, it'd still have a little tiny restriction, but
This here red means too cold. Yeah.
That's like, I think anything come away from billet shit that like op temperatures are big time what we need. It's cranky.
Hey?
It's cranky.
Yeah.
Goddamn salt bitch, real cranky.
See the mixer's leaned down, how much more power it makes?
I was going to say, come on, like move this fucking thing go up. But see, the thing is, so am I right saying that's still doing the correct thing? Like, it's falling off here.
It's revving too hard. We need to put the limiter back down.
What's that to?
92 or 9300. This thing probably is meant to go to 9. I'll probably pull it back to 9 because that's where it wants. That's what it wants to do. So.
Is blue the new?
Blue's the 1042.
Oh yeah.
So it's still pretty rich.
Oh, so you fat ass.
Well, it's now at 11.0 rather than 10.0. So I've still a little bit more to pull out.
The team is now at Driftmasters to give G-Up its first test on the track.
I got into the line, it was only at like 62.
Yeah, right.
And so it was still red in the fucking oil thing. I'm like, oh, once it went yellow probably like 2 cars before I got to the front. I'm like, oh, well, it should be operating 10 now. Everything was in yellow, except for the NOS, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So what's in red? All in red.
Oh,
It was yellow,
oh,
it went to red.
88.
Yeah.
High and not like too low just means it'll be rich and doughy.
Oh, yeah, that's what I felt like. Yeah. I didn't.
If it's too high, it might make it a little bit lean or make it cut.
Yeah, right.
So if you're having the nice.
I just had the. I didn't have an arm. I didn't have. I just had the head. I played doing about 8.
Yeah. If it's not armed, it's all good. But if you have an arm, it's going to be like 840, 860.
Yeah, no, that's all. I didn't have an arm. So.
Put it down 5 degrees. Yeah.
The morning is spent monitoring ECU data and fine-tuning engine protection settings. Finally, we completed a full run at well over 1,000 horsepower in the drift battles.
What was
But unfortunately, the G42 turbocharger suffered a bent shaft and caused the turbo to fail in a spectacular fashion.
was fucking sick, but
He was hooting.
oh, it was
The smoke
fucking
was unreal.
It was fucking sick. I picked fifth around the corner, eh? It was fourth the whole way. I got it, like once I hit the fifth, I just went fucking bang and flat in the throttle. And you went, wow, boom! I was like, oh, open me, fuck, what do I do? Fuck!